Alright, the worst Geometry Dash main level is Can't Let Go. I don't get how people like this level. How? Okay, it's not that bad, but it's pretty bad. I mean, if you like piano music, sure. The first part is okay. It's not good, but it's okay. But then you get to this war crime. Alright, usually there's a bright background so you can see the inside of the blocks. And it gives them texture and such. But because the background is black, it's just cube. Yeah, there's some deco here. And it just goes on forever. And then the ship part, yay. The end is just like the beginning, so mad. To be fair, it was made in 1.0, but TBH worst level doesn't even introduce anything new. Slightly better than that is Time Machine. Do I even need to like say anything here? The first jump you can literally just hold and do this. Wow. And it sounds like this. I mean, there's some variance. We got some color. There's some structure, but this level introduces mirror portals. Bruh. There's another black part just like in Can't Let Go, but it's not as long. And I mean, if you like triple spikes, it's fun, I guess. Alright, next is Geometrical Dominator. Usually the more modern levels get higher on this list because there's like more interesting stuff there. But this level is an exception. It introduces the least popular game mode. It has annoying movie parts and memory parts that are kind of rough. It uses rainbow blocks, cringe. Granted, it is better than how most recent levels use them. I gotta give it that, but it starts really slow. The last parts shouldn't really be there. There's a bunch of super bright colors next to each other, but at least there's something, and that is better than Can't Let Go. Alright, Dry Out. It syncs okay with the upside down part. It's not bad, although kinda empty. The ship at the end kinda sucks. Slightly boost up spikes are a little weird, but the colors change, and it drops bass pretty hard. Alright, base after base. This level is everything Can't Let Go tried so hard to be, because base after base is a better version of Can't Let Go. It suffers the same problems. The black and white cube part is more fun than Can't Let Go. All the ship part is just better. Hey, all these default blocks next to each other just bother me. Polargeist. The beginning is like, what? You can cheese the 4-spike thing in the front by tapping late enough. It introduces orbs, which is pretty cool. It starts out with not so great and then gets better as you play through it. Then you got the mandatory black and white part where you dodge random block. We got some epic style sync here too. Alright, Clutterfunk, you jump over saws, which is kind of strange. You gotta have the mirror portal there, and then a mini cube. Hey, there's not a lot of empty space, but there is a lot of black. You got some spammy orb parts. The background flashes in sync. The song is, interesting. Also known as Theory of Your Mom. The first part you can just spam and cheese it until you can't. It introduces UFO with mirror portal, crazy stuff, and there's some memory, but not really memory parts. But at least there's brick. Bro, there's clouds. It is so exciting. Not much else to say. Siri Madness is a pretty good starting level. 1 spike, 2 spike, stair, but it has a structure with a ship. There's a lot of random stuff. If you just sit at the bottom, you can die, which is pretty good in my book. What is this? Alright, the coin path doesn't look that bad. 5 out of 10, good for 1.0. Alright, Hexagon Force, dual level with the slopes. You know, RobTop could have done way worse with those. You got some orb spam. The decoration just like clips in a lot of places. But there is a lot of bright colors next to each other. But it's not that bad. It's not bad, IMO. Alright, Cycles. RobTop decided to use a lot of default block clumps, which is a sin. Whenever playing this, I get like flashbacks to my experience from the Recents tab. If you like triple spikes, you'll probably like this level. It has a really weird ship part where you go like up and down and up and down and with a bunch of mirror portals. But at least there's like stuff there. Its ball part is pretty fun, I gotta say. Xstep is very high energy. You got a well-contained play area. The blocks are next to each other in a way that doesn't look completely awful. It flashes in the background with a song, which is a plus. Main problem is the part where the pads are the enemy. Like in modern rated levels, things like this don't exist because they're kind of, people don't like them. But Xstep has so much else going for it that it gets this far. Alright, next back on track for 1.0. This ship part's not bad. It introduced pads to the game, which is a good job at that, by trying to kill you with them. IMO would be a better first level than Siri Madness. These platforms hovering over spike stuff look weird. Just a little weird. IMO. Alright, jumper. Most fun cube level, TBH. It plays a lot with gravity, but like in a not awful way. Like some levels. Not much decoration, and the ship towards the end kind of sucks. And the blocks have towers going with them, which helps it look better because you don't have as much like empty space there. Very biased, but this is the best of the original levels. Alright, Electroman Adventures. It uses some structures and it would be higher if it didn't have mini cube spam and mirror portal stuff that like blocks your vision. It uses the decoration that was added then pretty well, so it's pretty good in my book. R8 Toe 2. This is surprisingly well decorated for using user colors. The last ship part always annoyed me. Flashes a lot of memory parts that feel out of place, but it's pretty good. Worst out of the 3 main level demons, but still like not bad. Blast processing, it introduced the most important game mode of all, this being the wave, everyone's favorite. It has the legendary Bwomp sound, has a good usage of background decoration. The level actually flows pretty well together. Although the music is kind of screechy, I gotta give it a pass. Ends with this classic line. Alright, Fingerdash. The beginning is classic, but the background looks meh. Kinda goes downhill after the start. The introduction of the spider and the dash orb was done pretty well here. Yeah, the Fingerdash ship part is like really good, especially with all these moving objects. It's almost like a Mario level. But then Rob Top hired a toddler to design the last part, and that's kind of the reason it wasn't placed higher. Alright, Deadlocked 2.0 added a lot of new things, and unlike Geometrical Dominator, this one shows them off pretty good. Like the moving objects aren't too bad. It actually has a textile and a boss fight. The wave to ship transition is kind of annoying though. Music sounds like a bad trip to the bathroom. Pretty good for his time. Way better than a lot of community-made 2.0 levels. TBH, Array, Electrodynamix. It starts out slow, then gets fast, and doesn't slow down. And uses a lot of flashing, has a lot of structure, and does not lack air decoration. The transition between game modes is pretty clean, and flows super well when you play it. But the gameplay is like super frigging fun. Holy schnitzel. It's one of the levels that like I will go back and play because it's just that much fun. It's like if Decode was a main level. And you could probably already tell this was going to be here by process of elimination. But Clubstep is the best level IMO. Clubstep is a pretty legendary level, but it's very high energy. You got a lot of flashing, a lot of air decoration, and there is some spam. But like, it's a pretty good first demon. It has inspired so many other levels. It's like, it really drove a lot of stuff in the community. And I like the song, and I also like how everything's structured, and there's a bunch of Clubstep monsters like everywhere. Other than a couple parts, a lot of the playing area is very well contained. It's not like a bunch of random crap sitting in front of you that you have to just like move around. So for me, it's like the #1 main level.